Hello, it is Beth of beth-schneider.com, integrating spiritual and financial freedom that we may live full spectrum lives, fully expressing in every area of our lives from a sense of overflow and not leaving out the material, how we interact with the material world, where we know from our minds that we are infinite beings, that we are part of this infinite holographic field of all that is and create from that, and that we get to reinvent a new paradigm upon this earth in which there is enough for all, that we live in the overflow, and that it starts by holding a vision that each of us have an opportunity to walk into individually on behalf of the planet as a whole, which still is anchored in the previous paradigm of us versus them and not enough for all. And we created that. There's no like someone else did it. We all participated in creating an experience of limitation, because it's a part, it's a role. Like any actor enjoys playing lots of different roles, and roles quite different than who they actually are in real life. That's a challenge and a pleasure. And so we are all actors on the stage of life, as Shakespeare told us, all the world's a stage. And we get to have fun playing at this game, being in this play and laughing, not taking it too seriously, even in the most tragic moments of suffering. We all suffer. We all suffer, but needn't take it all too seriously either. Otherwise, you get socked into that realm and attracting more of the same. So, as we are just a day off from New Year's Eve and entering a new cycle, I'm asking, what are your intentions as we move into the new year? And on the deepest level, you know, we all have New Year's resolutions often, and then we kind of minimize them because it's like, oh, you make a New Year's resolution and then you don't follow through, so what's the point? But the reason there is this focus on making resolutions or starting new things is because we do create out of our minds. And when minds are joined together, there is a momentum that gets built up, and that we all get to benefit by the exponential increase of energy. And so as we start into a brand new year, this agreement, because we all agree it is a new year, it's going to be 2016 instead of 2015, and we're starting at the first month, the first day, and there is an opportunity to capitalize on all the fresh energy of a new cycle as we circle around the sun, and take advantage of it really. First, and most importantly, lay the foundation by reflecting on this previous year and look at where you were a year ago. Personally, that's my dog. Thank you so much, Buster. Where you were a year ago, how you were feeling inside of walking around in that body of yours, and where you're at right now. Maybe you didn't physically accomplish everything that you wanted to, but just examine, are you actually the same person with the exact same thoughts as you were a year ago? Where have you made shifts? Where have you seen growth and improvements? It's so important to appreciate and take stock of where there has been growth. This is a very important time to do this. Prior to looking at where you would still like to make big changes or small changes, but towards your path of expansion and radiating greater and greater light upon the planet through your own mastery of being an infinite spiritual being of love and light within the human form. And what magnificent, unbelievable possibilities exist in that combination when our higher mind, our wise self connected to all that is in the driver's seat of our lives. So I know for myself what I am committing to is I look back and I see the phenomenal changes that have taken place for me in the last 6-8 months as I embarked on a digital business, becoming educated as a digital entrepreneur with the 6-figure mentors. And it's been quite phenomenal because it has required enlarging myself on all levels, because the patterns that had established how I rolled around on the earth had to be reinvented if I wanted to roll around in a very different way, and in particular with my relationship to the world and providing value to others and receiving material value in return. And it's been so amazing, so powerful, such incredible teachers that I have had the grace to receive from, and new friends, and part of this amazing community. And as I step out now, having laid just the beginning of a foundation, is I recommit to being open and doing the work, because it's very easy to start out with a gusto of energy and little by little slip into old momentums. And that's where this is an opportunity for me to really commit to my continued education, because we all have so much to learn. If we want to expand the way we're showing up, then more learning takes place to do so, wherever you're at. I mean, the greatest leaders on our planet, if you talk to them or listen to them, you realize they are actively engaged and committed to continuing to learn and to improve themselves, and not settling for the status quo or being comfortable with themselves. And I can get quite comfortable, but I realize I'm a better person when I am really vigilant about looking after each day and thinking about what are those things that if I accomplish them today, I will really feel good. And both in terms of my business, in terms of relationships, in terms of expanding my mind, what will I do that day? So I'm excited about the coming year and to rededicate and up the level of commitment to my betterment, because as I'm a better person showing up, fulfilling my potential in greater and greater ways, and as I fulfill my potential, more possibilities expand, so I can grow into that, and then grow into that, and grow into that, then I really am making a difference on the planet. And the only reason I wouldn't is because I doubt that I matter. And so I've so expressed a lot of my life with this undertone of I don't really matter, or I'll do my best on the surface, but underneath there's still a doubt that I really matter. And that has had a huge shift, because I've been willing to look and dig down and find all those little places. And I know there's still more to be excavated, but I've seen big changes. And so I just affirm to you, you matter so much. You have so much to offer, and it begins at that place that excites you in your life. And seek for your inner guidance and wisdom, it's always there. It does require that we ask. So even though whatever it is that you would like to do may seem impossible, simply ask for the guidance of how to move forward moment by moment and day by day. So peace to you, a blessed new year, if I don't interact with you again before. So much love and peace to your journey.